Hi, what's up flappers? Welcome back to another video. Now, first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to my notification squad. You guys are actual speed. It's amazing how fast you guys are at coming to click on my videos. And for those who are here for the first time, do consider subscribing and becoming part of the notification squad because I post videos 7 days a week. So there's always content for you guys to enjoy. I mean, just give me a chance, man. Just try like a free subscription. It's try it for 7 days. If you don't like it, you can cancel for free. It's free. I mean, it's free to begin with. Subscribe, okay? Anyway, so for today's videos, we're gonna be talking about ZhongLi, and I'm going to be talking about some of his builds, some of his weapons, his artifacts, team builds, all the sort. Of course, do remember that all this stuff is just speculation. miHoYo can still change the character up to the day before it's actually released. So take everything that's said here with a truckload of, in fact, take anything anybody says with a truckload of salt. It's all speculations right now, so it's really just for fun. So yeah, I'm going to be making an actual in-depth guide for ZhongLi when he's actually released, of course with XIANGLING as well. So if you do want to see that, do consider subscribing. Yes, I know I've said it before, I'm just saying it again. Consider subscribing. Have you subscribed yet? Anyways, so yeah, let's just get into the video. This is gonna be a fun one. It's a lot of theory crafting. It's my first time doing a video like this. So yeah, let's get into it. So anyways, I don't have a green screen, so I'm not gonna put my face anywhere on the screen to block any of the information. So first of all, it's no secret that ZhongLi is going to be a geo character, so it's also known that he will be mostly a physical damage unit with great bursts of geo damage. Going off of what we can see, his weapon of choice, let's see here. As he is focused on physical damage, much like XIANGLING's physical build, let's start with the 3-star, right? I really think the white tassel is the best 3-star choice. Now, if you have never heard of this weapon and is thinking, is this some free-to-play joke that I'm just way too pay-to-win to understand? Yes, most likely, but also you shouldn't sleep on white tassel as a weapon for physical damage polearm users. At refinement 5, this weapon flat out gives you 48% normal attack bonus. No, it's just normal attack, so charge attacks are not included, but even so, 48% unconditional normal attack bonus is huge for physical damage dealers. On top of that, the substat will give you critical rate, so that's great multiplier stats. So for people who have been just like going broke saving for ZhongLi, but is also worried that they don't have a weapon, this weapon is a great choice. Plus, you can get it through chests as well, so it's the most free to play you can get when it comes to weapon. Now, following this, we have, of course, everyone's favorite, the Crescent Pike. And yes, this should not come as a surprise to anyone. I almost didn't want to mention this because most people will know about this, and I mean, it's a great pickup for ZhongLi with its physical damage substat. It also has a great passive skill, and with it being craftable, Crescent Pike will be definitely a top choice for those who can pick it up. Now, going forwards, for those who are feeling true devotion and is willing to dump more than just some ores and a polearm prototype, I raise you this death match. Okay, so you can get this weapon through the battle pass. The weapon gives you a flat attack percentage and defense percentage for having more than one mob around, and if there's less than 2, which basically means if there's just one mob around, you get a flat out 24% attack boost. Now, which makes this great for mobbing and bossing. So great weapon, and of course with the crit rate as a substat, it's gonna have great multiplying factors. Okay, now let's move onwards to the 5 stars, right? Without a doubt, Vortex Vanquisher is gonna be the best weapon for ZhongLi. It's a no-brainer. This weapon, it's made for him, right? So as you can see here, first of all, it increases the shield strength by 20%, just straight up, and also scoring hits on opponents increase attack by 4% for 8 seconds, and it's finishes at 5 stacks, and 0.3, it doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. You're gonna be stacking this instantly pretty much, and of course, you thought I was done? No. Look at this. While protected by a shield, this attack, this 4% attack effect increases by 100%, so it doubles. So instead of 20%, right, 4 times 5, 20% maximum, you can get 40% increased attack. Now, later I'm going to be mentioning an artifact set. I'm sure you guys all know it. That's going to take this like just proportionally to the next level. It's insane how much multiplication is going to be happening in what ZhongLi is going to get. Like, he's going to be hitting like a truck. Okay. Anyway, so if you have the Primordial Jade Wing Spear, it's a great option as well. Substat crit rate, and it has a great passive ability that gives you just more damage, right? Although this is not going to benefit ZhongLi as much, the skill damage, you're not going to be relying on your elemental skill to do damage. However, it doesn't matter, you still get a 21 attack boost and skill damage boost and crit rate and better flat stats, right? The only time 4-star weapons will start to overtake this is if you start getting into refinement 3 and above territory. So if you don't have a refinement 3 and above, Crescent Pike, Death Blade, what was the other one called? Deathmatch, then running this would be a great choice. Okay, now let's go over to artifacts. So as a geophysical damage dealer, I think ZhongLi can have several builds. It really depends on what you're using him for, whether you're using him as a main DPS or a support DPS. So going with main DPS first, and the best, I think you've all heard people talk about this set. It's been like exploding in popularity, not just for ZhongLi, but just for other characters too. The Retracing Bolide set. Now, this is not only the best set for ZhongLi, but because of ZhongLi's arrival, this set is going to become viable for other carries that are physical damage based, who really utilize normal and charge attack. So another carry that comes to mind is Keqing. So Keqing, if you don't know, benefits greatly from just spamming her charge attack, and this is no secret in the Keqing, among the Keqing mains, which I myself am part of. It's great, but right now it's just there's no character that can reliably provide shielding for you. And Geo as a whole, apart from Ningguang and some like niche Noel builds, it's not really been in the spotlight. With ZhongLi's arrival, I'll talk a little bit more about this in team building. With ZhongLi's arrival, Geo is going to become viable, and I'm talking about like full-on Geo. We're talking like double Geo in the team without really sacrificing much, and you can still really maximize everything. Like, you'd lose nothing. In fact, double Geo might become like top of the tier in the graphs. Like, yes, right now it's sitting above Pyro, and it might literally be sitting above Pyro when it comes to efficiency, versatility, and utility, right? And damage. So this set really is the key here. And for ZhongLi, I think it's a no-brainer. If you're building him as a main carry, this is going to be your set to go. It's the best. Although other people, if you want, you could be building Gladiator's Finale if you are too worked up, like, oh, I don't want to be bothered with juggling shields for him. Gladiator Finale can work. It's pretty much just like a flat out boost for his normal attack and also an 18% attack. I mean, do as you will. I don't think this is going to be the best build for him. I do think it's worth it to just take the time, pick up your shields, and just use this. Going to be a great, and the 35%. Like, if ZhongLi's in your team as a main DPS, pretty much with this set, you can run him as a solo carry. You can build the rest of the team just around him. With this, he still does a lot of damage, but you know, it's gonna be for like, you have another carry on your team and ZhongLi's not. You're not gonna be really using the shield that he provides. Now, going towards Geo support. Now, this is, let's say you have already 2 carries or 2 main carries that you're using, and somehow you just want to slot ZhongLi in as an elemental support. Why you would do that, I don't know. Okay, if you're doing that, I don't think you're using him right. I think it's really suboptimal to do this, but if you're just using him for his skills and for his bursts, I guess you can run the Noblesse Oblige. It works. Using an elemental burst, increase all party members attack by 20% for 12 seconds. This effect cannot stack. Now, and of course, you increase another 20% of his damage because his burst skill has insane scaling. So this set could only work not only because of his burst scaling, but look at this. So let's go into his skills. Do remember this could all change. This is his burst skill. It has a 12-second cooldown and an energy cost of 40 energy. Now, 12 seconds for his cooldown and 12 seconds for the Oblige's attack buff duration, right? So theoretically, you could have permanent uptime for your entire team to have 20% attack boost. But is it really worth it? Is it really necessary to build him like this? I don't think so, right? I think there are many other great characters that can benefit this better, namely Bennett. And with Bennett, you can do 2 pyros, get the 25% attack permanently, right? So is it really worth it to build him like that? I don't think so. But if you love him, you want him on your team, but you also have like Diluc and Childe, and you just want to field them, and you I guess you can build him like this. Okay, finally, do some team building. This is going to be fun because if you watch my other videos, I have said repetitively that I think Geo will really come into the spotlight with ZhongLi. He's going to change everything. Currently, we have Geo people running Geo for Ningguang, for Main Traveler, Noel. These 3 characters do have field time. People do play them, but apart from Ningguang, I do think Geo Traveler and Noel do serve more of like a niche build, and they find it difficult to have effectiveness on the team. So with ZhongLi, my video a couple days ago, I think I mentioned that I think Childe and ZhongLi are going to be best buddies. They're going to be great together. Amazing synergies. So a team, let's say ZhongLi, Childe, Ningguang, and someone like FISCHL as elemental support would be great. Of course, you can replace FISCHL with BENNETT as well, just for the boost. So imagine this for a second. You use BENNETT's burst and then ZhongLi's burst, Ningguang's burst to get that Geo bonus from ZhongLi, and also the buff from BENNETT, and then you use Childe's burst. Like, everything is just multiplicative here, and it's crazy. I don't think there's a team that ZhongLi cannot fit into. So let's say you take out Childe, and if you have a Mona, you can slot in Mona instead. That is just going to give it an even bigger burst. You can do a pyro build. You can do ZhongLi, you can do XIANGLING, right? Because with XIANGLING's off-field presence with her skill and her burst, ZhongLi can pretty much proc crystallize even on neutral monsters that don't have elements. So you can have ZhongLi, you can have XIANGLING, and then let's say you can have Barbara. Right now you have Vaporize, and you can have FISCHL, Overload, Electrocharge, and also you have a secondary element that can proc ZhongLi's Crystallize. I mean, the list just goes on. This is like, there's not a single team that he cannot slot into. The only role he doesn't fill is a healer role. He can fill any other role: main DPS, solo DPS, support DPS, elemental support, right? He provides shielding. He provides crowd control with his burst skill, which is on a 12-second cooldown with 40 energy. He does physical damage, so he doesn't get restricted by elemental counters, right? And he can destroy geostructures, so farming ores. Like, what doesn't he do, right? So another team, let's say if you want to slot him as a single solo carry. So remember, we had Childe before and we had XIANGLING, so now let's just say we want him as a single solo carry. So we have someone like ZhongLi, we can bring in the DIONA, we can have BENNETT, and then we can top it off with where's Amber, right? You get the 2 Fervor Flames, 25% bonus, you get a second shield user, and then you got ZhongLi, so you got the healer, right? And you got the booster, and you got someone who's just really there for support. And this is, I think this is a reason, because BENNETT right now is free in the shop, right? Check out my BENNETT guide, you can get him for free. Amber you get from the game, and if you have DIONA, I mean, okay, maybe you don't have DIONA, let's switch her out for Kaya, What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that, right? A completely free-to-play team that will actually smack, right? You can just build Retracing Bulllight on him, and you can just pour everything into ZhongLi, and you will have no problem in the game. You really don't need a secondary carry. He fits everything. So, like, I'll challenge you to write in the comment section a team that ZhongLi cannot shine in. Because with shielding, even if you say like, well, if you slot him into a team with no healers, well, technically, yes, he will suffer, but if you have permanent shield uptime with ZhongLi and you cycle it properly, the shielding mechanics of the game will make it that healing is not going to be as imperative. So, yeah, comment below. I actually can't think of a team that he would suffer in or he would actually be bad in. And yeah, that's it for the video. That was actually a ton of fun. I hope you found this video enjoyable and informative. I post videos like this every day, so remember to subscribe if you have not yet. Also join my Discord, link is going to be in the description. Comment below on who your most anticipated character is. Anywho, I need to go get some food really, because I haven't ate anything the whole day. Now, this may be the end of this video, but I have a bunch more on my channel, so feel free to take a look around. And yeah, I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. So until then, stay safe and peace.